Whenever you're ready, Brett. After he hits the start button, bud.
All right, I'm just gonna wait till Okay, good. It just went live on YouTube, so I'll get ready here. Let me finish my. Let me just
Give it a
finish my.
couple minutes, Brett. Just give it a couple minutes so people can come in. Give it like 2 or 3 minutes so the notification can continue to go out and just wait for about a couple people to come in.
Yeah, I'll wait
Yeah,
till about.
see,
I'll wait at the 2 minute. I'm gonna look at the live timer on the StreamYard. When it hits 2 minutes, I'll start the announcing. Sounds good.
hey
Good enough?
Janice.
That sound good, Wolf? At the 2 minute
Yes,
mark, the announcing.
that's fine. Hi Janice, welcome in.
Gives me some time to get some fluid in my system.
Everybody.
Everybody's coming in. Hope everybody's doing well.
Yep.
Hope everybody's had a good new year
Hey,
so
Janice.
far.
Oh, check.
All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome to the Football Pick'em Show, where we review the games from the previous week and pick the games for the current week for the sport of football. My name is Brett Alt. I'm your announcer. We have on the panel today from Massachusetts, the True Papa Smurf Angel, the man from Texas, D-Man. Later on, we will be joined by Florida Claimers Ted. And let's throw it over to our host, the Howler from Knoxville, Tennessee, Wolfie. Wolfie, over to you.
All right, everybody, welcome in, welcome in. We got the thought to go over here. We got semifinals for college football. We got the wild card for NFL. And also just a reminder, as football season tapers down, we're going to have NASCAR. We're going to have more basketball game cast. We're not going to die off here. We're still going long and strong, if you will. Um, so just to go ahead and start with the recap so we don't take too terribly long here, I am going to pass it back over to Brett.
All right, ladies and
Just to
gentlemen,
let you know, man. Just to let you know, the sports channel 365 days a year. Well, not quite 365. We got to take a break sometime. That's why nobody was on yesterday. Man, sometimes you got to take a break, guys. I mean, even though it's a sports channel and there's some kind of sport on every single day, you still have to take a break.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Go ahead, Brett. Now you do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start by reviewing the NCAA football bowl games starting on New Year's Eve. We're starting with the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. Number 18, Michigan took on number 13, Texas. Texas 41, Michigan 27. Over to Wolfie to find out who was the closest in that game.
All right. Well, D-Man was on a river on that one. Or on an island. He was by himself, saying Michigan.
We're not going to be on a river, bro. God dang. I'm the only one that. Man, I like being on rivers, dude. Don't get me wrong, but Jesus.
But Texas by 14 was the closest, and that went to Angel.
Nice. All right. Next up, the ReliaQuest Bowl. My number 23 Iowa Hawkeyes against number 14 Vanderbilt. And in an upset, my Iowa Hawkeyes 34, Vanderbilt 27.
And Brett was the only one on the island, and he was the victor on that one. So there you go.
Next up, the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. Nebraska versus number 15 Utah. Utah 44, Nebraska 22.
No, that was more of a blowout than what I was expecting. But I was the closest. I had Utah by 20.
Next up, the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Arizona State versus Duke. And by 3 points, Duke pulls it out 42-39.
Yeah, that was actually a really good game. It was an old fashioned barn burner. There was a lot of those this year actually, but Ted was the closest. He said Duke by 3, so he got it on the nose.
All right. And then to cap it off at night, we had the college football playoff quarterfinal at the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Number 10 Miami versus number 2 Ohio State. And in another shocking upset, number 10 Miami upsets number 2 Ohio State 24-14.
What's going on, White Fang? Yeah, that was a great game. Miami pulled off the upset, and me and Angel shared the pick on that one. And I honestly have a feeling that Miami might pull off another one.
All right. Moving on to New Year's Day, we had 3 college football playoff quarterfinal games. The first one in the morning was the college football playoff quarterfinal at the Capital One Orange Bowl. Number 5 Oregon versus number 4 Texas Tech. Oregon shuts out Texas Tech 23-0.
Yeah, that one kind of surprised me. I mean, Oregon came out. It was a little bit shaky at the start for both of them, and then Oregon just pulled away there in the second half. The closest one on that one was Ted. Oregon by 11 is what he predicted, but that is the closest.
All right, in the afternoon matchup, we had the college football playoff quarterfinal at the Rose Bowl presented by Prudential. Number 9 Alabama versus number 1 Indiana. And as everyone pretty much expected, Indiana defeats Alabama by 35 points, 38-3.
As expected would actually be a overstatement. Nobody saw Indiana completely demoralizing Alabama.
I know I picked the game wrong because I was picking Alabama for the upset.
Yeah, you were on the island by yourself picking Bama. The closest was Angel. He said Indiana by 14. But none of us expected it to be a complete demoralizing defeat like it was.
Yeah. Mendoza also showed why in that game why he's the Heisman Trophy winner too. So,
Yes, indeed.
all right, moving on to the nightcap from the college football playoff quarterfinal at the All-State Sugar Bowl. Number 6 Ole Miss versus number 3 Georgia, and another shocking upset. Ole Miss upsets Georgia 39-34.
Now, that was an interesting game, especially there at the end. I mean, you're looking at that. They thought it was over. Then they had to take the stage back off the field. Then it was over again. Then they had to take the stage back off the field. It was just crazy.
They kept putting time back on the fucking clock. They did it twice. They put time back on the clock.
All right.
But the winner on that one was D-Man. He said Ole Miss by 3. And then me and Angel said Ole Miss by 10.
All right. Moving to the Friday games. These are the last of the bowl games. For right now, anyway. First off, you had the Trust and Will Holiday Bowl. Number 17, Arizona versus SMU. SMU pulls the upset and beats number 17, Arizona 24-19.
Yeah, another good game. I didn't expect it that way myself, but it looks like we had 3 that went for SMU. Brett was the closest.
All right. For the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl, Texas State versus Rice. Texas State blows out Rice 41-10.
Yeah, that one was just an absolute beatdown. Prayers to that Rice football player that literally broke his neck. It was not pretty. Hopefully he'll be able to have as close to a full recovery as possible. But Brett was on the island and he was the only one to get it right. So there you go.
Next up, the AutoZone Liberty Bowl. Navy versus Cincinnati. Navy beats Cincinnati 35-13.
All right, so we were all correct.
I still think that damn game, they should have been in the fucking military, the Armed Forces Bowl. I don't get why they, and I understand all these people opting out of the bowl game, but military school should be in a military fucking bowl game. I don't care what anybody says that 2 military schools should be in that fucking bowl game. Nobody else should be in that bowl game. That's why it's called the Armed Forces Bowl. 2 armed school teams should be in that bowl game no matter what. That's my opinion on it. That's my opinion. That's why I got upset. I didn't even want to watch that damn bowl game because there was no military schools in it.
We're talking about Navy.
But to be fair, it was the Liberty Bowl. I mean, it was a patriotic bowl.
Yeah. All right. Who was the closest in the Navy Cincinnati game?
It was a 2-way tie between yourself and Angel.
Oh, wow. Next up, the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Yep, the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl. Wake Forest versus Mississippi State. Wake Forest defeats Mississippi State 43-29.
Yeah, they pulled away there at the end, and Angel got the closest there with 14 for Wake Forest. And of course, the Wake Forest coach gets the mayonnaise bath and will probably have a few pimples next week. But
good one, Wolf. All right, that ends the review of the games for NCAA. Now let's move on to the only 2 football games that we have to pick this week for the NCAA, and these are the semifinals.
Hey, Kirsch. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Text Guy. Welcome in, guys. Thank you to the 9 listening in. It is appreciated. Hey, Damon. How's it going?
Hey, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
All right. So, guys, the first game, the college football playoff semifinal at the Verbo Fiesta Bowl from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Number 10, Miami versus number 6, Ole Miss.
I got Miami, dude. I already done told you guys that who I have in since Ohio State, or not Ohio State, who was it? Who did I have in there? I had Indiana and Ohio State.
No, yeah, Ohio State. Yeah, Indiana.
What the hell was the game now? I just cut it very far. Hold on.
All right, so Miami, but by how much there, D-Man?
By 7, dude.
What do you say, Angel?
I'm going to go with Miami, but I'm going by 21.
Ooh, oh, wow.
That's putting yourself out on an island there. I don't know about
but
that.
I'll tell you right now, though, DraftKings does not have it by that much. I'm going to tell you right now, most of the odds this year in the playoffs were presented by DraftKings. And DraftKings, as of yesterday, does not have that game being won by Miami that much. They had Miami winning, but not by that much.
Yeah, that's putting yourself out on an island there, Angel. I don't know about that.
I'm going to go next. The last time I picked against Miami, I lost. I'm not going to have lightning strike me 3 times. I'm going to pick Miami to upset Ole Miss. I'm going to say Miami. I think it's going to be closer than 21. Angel, you're on an island by yourself. How much did you say your pick was, D-Man?
7.
I'm going to say Miami by 5. What say you, Wolf?
I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be a defensive barn burner. Miami's defense showed out against Ohio State. Ole Miss had very strong defensive moments in the Georgia game. I have Miami winning, but only by 2.
That's actually not a bad pick. All right. The other game on Friday, January 9th, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. The college football playoff semifinal at the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Battle of Big Ten teams. Number 5, Oregon versus number 1, Indiana.
Hi, Zoe. Welcome in. All right.
Indiana. I'm going with Indiana by 24.
Remember, last time Oregon and Indiana played, Indiana beat them by 10. So that's kind of an aggressive pick there, D-Man.
That's okay. That's okay. I got
He's gonna put himself on an island. That's okay.
Well, how do you think he does all that swimming?
I do swim pretty good.
Yep. What say you, Angel?
I'm going to go Indiana by 14.
Ooh, I've been thinking about this one all yesterday, and I've been back and forth. I've been swinging my picks like a pendulum. But, I think Indiana will get it done, but I think it's going to be a lot closer. I'm going to say Indiana by a field goal.
Yeah, I mean, I think Indiana's going to get it done. The question comes in is, can Oregon stop Mendoza from getting out deep? And I don't think that's going to happen. They might be able to stop the run, but Indiana hasn't really needed the run game this year. But they have the runners if they need to run, which we saw that against Alabama. So I think I more so agree with Angel than I do Brett, but I see Indiana by 9. I don't quite see 14, but I do see possibly 9.
All
You
right.
really left me out on the island to get tore up. Okay.
That concludes the NCAA portion.
Until Ted gets here, of course.
Yep. Now let's move on to the NFL.
Now before we jump here, we had made guesses during the hi Tammy. We had made guesses during that watch party as to who we thought was going to be in the national championship. Are we still in agreement with who we've picked?
Oh, who did I
as
pick?
the
I
national
picked
championship?
I'm busted because Georgia got upset. Because I said Indiana and Georgia on mine, but mine got busted because Georgia got upset.
So you're saying that you're changing yours to Miami now. So you're going to say Indiana, Miami.
Indiana, Miami.
I don't remember what I picked.
You said Indiana, Miami.
Okay. I think D-Man said Indiana and Georgia.
No, well, he originally did, yes, but he changed it. And then Ted said Oregon, Miami, but he's not here to say whether he's changing it or not yet.
Yeah.
Who do you guys
All
pick,
right, so
All right. Now we can move on to the NFL, right, Wolf?
yeah. Go ahead.
All right. These are all the games. These are the games on set. This is week 18, ladies and gentlemen, of the regular season. Ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday, January 23rd, we had Carolina at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay beat Carolina by 2 points, 16-14.
I was on an island on that one, and I got it right. I don't see how.
Yeah. And then the other game on Saturday, Seattle at San Francisco. Seattle secured the number 1 seed for the NFC in the playoffs by defeating San Francisco 13-3.
And again, there was another person on an island, and that was D-Man, and he was the one that got it. So there's that one.
All right.
Dude, I have to pick Seattle. You think that I'm gonna freaking pick a team that just beat my team? No way. That's why I went on the island by myself. I knew I can get off the island. I knew
Yeah,
I
I
was
can't
gonna
blame
be
you there.
freaking. I knew I was gonna get off the island. I knew Seattle. There was no way Seattle. The way they were coming into that game from the week before, there was no way Seattle could have lost that game. There's no way.
Yeah. Moving on to the Sunday games. First off, we have New Orleans at Atlanta. Atlanta beats New Orleans by 2 points, 19-17.
All right, so Angel was on an island with New Orleans and missed that one. So the closest was Ted. Ted said Atlanta by 4.
All right. Cleveland at Cincinnati. And I would call this a bit of an upset. Cleveland beat Cincinnati 20-18.
A bit of an upset is an understatement. We're talking about the turds here. We're talking about the turds. And they beat this Bengals. Nobody picked Cleveland. So in fact, nobody even went single digits. Everybody went double digits towards Cincinnati. So yeah, it was definitely unexpected.
All right. Green Bay at Minnesota. Minnesota 16, Green Bay 3. I did watch the game, by the way.
So we have 4 that were all right there, but it was a 3-way tie between myself, Brett, and Angel. Minnesota by 7. D-Man said 6, so it was just ever so slightly off. So almost a 4-way tie.
Wow. Dallas at the New York Giants. The New York Giants beat the Cowboys 34-17.
All right,
No one
so
saw that coming. No one saw that coming.
I have to agree with it. I have to agree with D-Man. Nobody did see that coming.
nobody saw that coming. Nobody saw that coming except for me, Brett, and D-Man. we all 3 said the Giants. Closest was Brett. He said Giants by 7.
All right. Tennessee at Jacksonville. And in a blowout, Jacksonville 41, Tennessee 7.
It was actually a really good game in the first quarter. Jacksonville just opened up a can of whoop ass after that.
And that was it, bro. That was it. I hate Tammy.
Indianapolis.
And yes, I agree, Jeff. That Minnesota versus Green Bay game was a bit ugly.
All right. Indianapolis at Houston. Houston 38. Indianapolis 30.
All right, so we have an exact score prediction, and that was Angel. He said Houston by 8.
Good pick, Angel.
Thanks.
Next up, New York Jets at the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo 35, Jets 8.
All right, so we all said that it was going to be a blowout game. There was a two-way tie at the top. Me and D-Man, we said Buffalo by 28.
Yeah, it was by 27, so that was really close. Okay, I'm not. D-Man's not gonna want to hear this one though. Detroit at Chicago. Detroit 19, Chicago 16.
Detroit should have never won. Detroit should have never won that fucking game. No. Detroit should have never won that goddamn game. They shouldn't have. But they did not score no fucking 50 points like us, honest, like they did in week 1.
True.
Okay, that is indeed true.
That's all I gotta say about that game. Let's move on.
But I was the only one on an island for my Lions, so there you go.
That's why I haven't talked to you all week.
a little side humor.
No, there was a reason why I stayed away from you all week.
All right.
By the way, to let everybody know, the little bet that me and Jeff made, he sends me my fucking $5 in the goddamn mail.
We're talking about Papa Smurf Jeff, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not my brother, Jeff.
He sent my $5 in the mail.
Oh, wow. That's cool. All right. Moving on. Los Angeles Chargers at the Denver Broncos. Denver secures the number 1 seed in the AFC by beating the Chargers 19-3.
All right. There was a two-way tie there. You had Brett and D-Man on that one.
Nice. Kansas City at Las Vegas. This is an upset. Las Vegas upset.
Let's not talk about this game either, man. They need to fucking just fire everybody on the Chiefs. Start the fuck over the general manager, all the coaches, the whole front office, the whole entire team, and just start over. Because that you let Vegas, the shittiest fucking team this year, beat one of the best in the last 10 years. You let the shittiest team this whole time. Oh, and by the way, Ted, if you're listening, I told you, god dang it, the Vegas Raiders were gonna have the number 1 pick. I told you that.
Yep, I saw it on the
And I told him, what did I say last week? Did I not say it doesn't matter how many people were tied? Vegas was going to get the number 1 over. And I looked it up. You can ask her. There are so many things that go into having how they do the drafts, the order. There's so many different things that go into how they do the order and the number 1 overall pick. And I said it didn't matter who was tied with them at the end of the year. They were still going to get the number 1 pick. Sure enough, they have the number 1 pick. The Vegas Raiders have the number 1 pick.
D-Man, you have a question in the chat.
Oh, yeah, I know. She always asks me every time she comes into a chat. She asks me every time.
Moving on.
Hold on. Did any of us pick the Raiders?
Actually, yeah. Yeah. Angel did. He was on an island.
Yeah, that was the big island upsetter that we had right there.
Yeah.
I felt.
I will, Tammy.
I felt that they were going to win it.
Well, you called it right, Angel.
Yeah, you got it right, though.
All right. Moving on. We had the Arizona Cardinals at the Los Angeles Rams. Rams 37, Cardinals 20.
Yeah, that wasn't really a big shocker. We all went with the Rams.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I stand corrected. D-Man went with Arizona.
Who was the closest, Wolf?
Ted was.
Wasn't me. It wasn't me.
All right. Next up, me and Miami against me and Angels New England Patriots. Our New England Patriots secured the number 2 seed in the AFC by beating the Dolphins 38-10.
All right, so there was a two-way tie between Brett and Angel.
Oh,
Kind of go figure on that one.
Yeah, big shocker.
Yeah. All right.
I know I didn't pick the Patriots.
Washington at Philadelphia. Washington upset the Eagles 24-17.
Yeah, none of us saw that one coming. We all had Philadelphia by double digits, and Philadelphia just completely double flopped.
But the
Oh, your
crush,
email. Oh, I didn't even see it. No, you're good, Timmy. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look at it.
I was going to say, though, could it have been a possibility that maybe Philadelphia were resting starters, though, too?
No.
No.
They played all their starters because we watched that game.
Okay.
I watched that game.
And then the Sunday night game, which I think turned out to be the game of the week. Baltimore at Pittsburgh, and in a last-second miss by the Ravens kicker that sealed it for the Steelers. The Steelers get the NFC North title 26-24 over Baltimore.
Yeah, that was a good game, and there was only one person that went on an island and said Pittsburgh, and that was Ted.
Wow. All right.
You know, the funny thing is that Pittsburgh's one of my favorite teams, as you guys can see.
You're right.
I sent those papers out. The mailman came and got them already.
Okay, good. Yeah, and I went against them.
All right.
Good.
That concludes our review of the NFL games.
And just a reminder, everybody, the Pick'em Show will be picking up NASCAR once football season's over with. The Clash starts February 1st, and the Daytona 500 will be Sunday, February 15th.
No,
All right.
at least you were honest with them.
Yep.
Moving on to the wild card picks for the week. The first two games on Saturday. You have the Los Angeles Rams at the Carolina Panthers from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina.
I'm probably going to be on an island here, but I'm going to say Carolina pulls off the upset by 5.
That could
Wolfie.
happen.
Wolfie, don't get you twisted. I was about to say Carolina by 6.
Look,
Oh, so you're going Carolina too, huh?
Guess you're in on the island by yourself this time.
I say Rams by 7. Done.
Well, Rams and who?
Carolina.
It's Rams Panthers. Rams Panthers.
You know, I don't like Matthew Stafford, for one. I know his mom. I know where he lives. His mom lives. I've been to their house. So I'm going to go against this little crybaby boy, little rich boy. Got everything you wanted, born with a silver spoon in his mouth. I'm going the opposite way on. I'm going to go with them by at least 7.
So I'm on the island.
Carolina by 7, and Brett's on an island right now, unless Ted changes that.
Yeah. Next
Sorry.
up.
I got to go against the crybaby boy.
Next up, from Soldier Field in Chicago, Illinois, Green Bay at Chicago.
Oh, this is the third game. You know, this is the only third time in this rivalry they have met 3 times in a year. 3 times. They've met 3 times in a year. This is the third time.
You know what?
Hold on,
I'm
let
gonna
me,
say
let me make sure. I wanna make sure.
D-Man's gonna like me. They say lightning can't strike twice in one time. Well, I think it will strike twice on the Packers. I've got Chicago winning this one by 5.
That's a good pick, Brett. I'll go with your 5. Chicago by 5.
All right, D-Man ain't gonna want to hear this, but usually the Packers always find a way to win the wild card almost every time. But I still see Chicago winning. I got Chicago by 3.
All right. Tammy says Green Bay by 7.
D-Man's
Okay,
looking
yeah.
up something. Hang on.
Okay, yeah. So they have met, as of this year, they have only met 3 times. They met 3 times in the postseason as of January 6th. Only 3 times. And this is the biggest rivalry in sports. In any sport, the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears are the biggest rivalry in sports. And they've only met 3 times in the playoffs. This year is the third time. And it's over 100-year rivalry against these two. They're one of the original teams in the NFL, and they've only met 3 times in the playoffs.
Wow.
Out of 212 times them playing each other, this is the third time, playoff and regular season, they only play against each other 3 times. So, with that being said, I'm going to go with the Chicago, of course. I would kill myself if I went against my Bears playing against the Cheeseheads. So I'm going to actually go out there on a limb this time and say the Bears have actually learned their damn lesson. They are not going to they better not, because I will never have a voice again in my life. If they fucking blitz everybody, if they blitz their fucking safeties, they will get burnt every goddamn time that they blitz everybody. Because the last 2 damn times they played, Love hurt these guys with the fucking one-on-one every single damn time.
Yep.
Every time. So if the Bears do it this time, I hope they fucking lose, because they didn't learn a damn thing from the first 2 times they done it. So I'm going to go with the Bears by 15.
All right. Just got a message from Ted in the group chat. He said, tested Wi-Fi and towers, everything up and running now.
He said that. Look at the time he said that, though.
Yeah.
Unless he just repeated it.
All right.
Oh, no. No. That's a new message. No, that's a new message. There.
Well, somebody let him know that we're about to wrap up. We're almost done.
Yeah.
We're only 38 minutes in,
like
almost done.
You're going to have to get on a call like me and him, like me and you do, and do it with him like that way. Because we can't wait for him.
All right. Moving on to the Sunday wildcard games. First up at noon from Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida, Buffalo at Jacksonville.
Ooh.
My wife's gonna hate me.
I've got Jacksonville by 10.
I got Jacksonville by 17.
I think the season for Buffalo comes to an end here this Sunday. I've got Jacksonville by 7.
17? No. I'm going on the island. I'm swimming to the island right now. Hold on, give me a second.
No,
Okay,
why
I'm
he's
there.
saying that?
Oh,
Yo,
I'm
yo,
there.
yo, 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 yo. She went and grabbed the folding metal chair, yo. She went and got the folding metal chair. D-Man's like, hell no, yo, I'm swimming to the island.
I put a motor on my ass and I flew to the island. I wasn't taking my time. No, I got Buffalo by at least 10. I got Buffalo by 10.
That's not a bad pick. All right. Moving on to the NFC wildcard game at 3:30 on Sunday from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. San Francisco at Philadelphia.
Oh, that's another team I'm not picking. You can kiss my ass. You think I'm picking the 49ers. No, sir.
I'm going with the Niners by 5.
But during playoff time, the Eagles are going to show up. I think San Francisco's run ends here. I'll take Philadelphia by 7. What say you, D-Man?
I got the Eagles by, I'm just going to throw a number out there, 18.
All right.
Damn.
Brock Purdy is going to, write this down, Brock Purdy's going to get sacked 5 times and throw 3 interceptions.
Dang, that's a bold prediction.
There's no way that the Philadelphia is going to be like the damn Bears and let the 49ers walk all over. It ain't going to fucking happen.
Well, I'm going to say
Hey,
not
granted-
so. I'm going to say not so fast, D-Man. I'm sorry. Purdy is going to have 250 plus passing yards, and San Francisco's going to win by 12.
That's not a bad pick, though.
To me, it is.
Yeah. Even though
Eagles pass defense got exposed big time this week. Big time.
Mm-hmm.
And San Francisco's going to feast on it.
Oh, yeah. Next up on the Sunday night.
Oh, where's this game at, by the way?
It's in
In
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
In Philadelphia. You think Philadelphia is going to let the 49ers come in there? Oh, well, look what they did with the Bears. Okay, never mind.
All right. Moving on to the nightcap on Sunday night at 7 o'clock from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. The Los Angeles Chargers at the New England Patriots.
Patriots by
boy.
14.
Oh, boy.
Where Angel and I are going on this one. Patriots are gonna de-shock the Chargers. I've got the Patriots by at least 15 points.
All right. What did you say, Angel?
I think Angel said New England by 14.
14.
I'm going to be a bold prediction. I'm going to say that Patriots quarterback, he's going to get hurt. They're going to hurt that boy in the first quarter, and he's going to be out that game in the first quarter, and they're going to have to put their backup in, and that's where they're going to lose. They're going to lose because that defense is going to hurt that boy in the first quarter, and they're going to take him out of the game. I'm going to go with
Chargers, D-Man.
Yo, D-Man, I'll make a
going with
bet
the
with
Chargers.
that one. I'll
I'm going
make
to
a
go with
bet
the
with you on
Chargers.
that one.
And now you want to take a bet. Now you want to bet. Bet your whole entire
I'll
beard
bet
and
with you on
mustache in
that
here,
one.
bro.
I guarantee
Bet
you,
everything you got on your face.
Nah, yo, we talking money. I ain't talking about hair on my face.
No. I don't bet money. I bet this. Bro. We're going to bet this. If you want to bet, we're going to bet this. What's on our faces? No. Hell no.
You know
People
what?
say we and you look
can't-
like anyway.
yo,
I'm not trying to
listen
look
to me.
like your old ass anymore. I'm not trying to
Listen
look like
to
your
me.
old ass anymore.
Listen to me. I would love to
No.
shave my beard, but up here we got a thing called winter, and when it snows and the wind hits my face gets chapped. That's why my shit grows out in the wintertime. I am not bullshitting you, dude, man. Like that's why I let my
Come on
shit
now. I
grow out
can't
in
bet
the
that.
wintertime.
Hey, look, bro.
Yeah.
I am 2-0 betting against my beard, bro. I am 2-0.
That's
I'm
true.
trying to make it 3-0. I'm trying to make it 3. Ask Wolfie. Ask Wolfie. He's one of my bets.
Yeah.
All right. That is this. Drake, Drake May makes it past the first quarter.
All right.
No, I
Passing
can't do it.
touchdown the
I
first
can't do it.
quarter.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I'm
I
gonna
can't
You
do
I'm
it.
just
gonna
said that
I'm
the
gonna make a
Chargers are
side
going to take
prediction.
him out in the first quarter.
I'm gonna make a
I
side
can't bet
prediction,
you.
Wolf. I'm gonna say Drake May throws for 2 touchdowns.
I'm saying Drake May's going to throw for 3 touchdowns and 250 plus yards.
I'm just doing the safe bet, going 2 touchdowns though, because we don't know. We
All
don't
right,
know.
so Chargers by how much, D-Man?
It's going to be a good game. I got to go with Chargers by at least 7.
And you still haven't picked, Wolf. Who do you got?
I too have the Chargers. Unfortunately, I got the Chargers by 8.
Boo! Just kidding with you, Wolf. All right. Moving on to the Monday night game. Houston at Pittsburgh. And the game is from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I'm going Pittsburgh. This is going to be a barn burner in Pittsburgh by 3.
Pittsburgh and who?
Houston, the Texans.
Not to do this.
No way. No way that Houston is going to win that game. No way. Aaron Rodgers? No way. Aaron Rodgers is going to go throw for 4 touchdowns and over 200 yards. And they're going to win by at least 14. There's no way. Aaron Rodgers is going to let a little kid come in there like that and beat him like that. There's no way.
So you're picking Pittsburgh by 14, D-Man?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate to do this to you, an Angel. Not so fast, my friend. I've got Houston winning by 7.
Wow.
I'm actually very close to you, Brett. I said Houston by 9. I think where the difference comes in is the run game.
True. Well, I think that game on Monday night is going to be interesting, though. So,
Oh,
I
I got to look up something before we get off.
Now, the little extras here that we're going to do. Early Super Bowl picks. Who you got in the Super Bowl as an early preliminary prediction?
I'm going to say it's going to be a rematch of Super Bowl 20 or whatever it was. I got New England and Chicago. And hopefully, if that happens,
Of course you would pick them.
I got New England and San Francisco.
that's not bad.
Okay, I got some injury reports after everybody's done picking that. Then I'm going to go through the injury report for the NFL playoffs. I'm not going to do the college. We can forget about that. I'm going to do the injury report for the NFL playoffs. But I got the Bears and who else could we pick? Oh,
You pick an NFC team and an AFC team.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking up. Hold on. Okay, you got the Bears, the blah 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 blah. Then you got them, and then you got blah 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 blah. Guess who I got? I got the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears playing in the Super Bowl.
That's actually not a bad pick.
The
That's actually not
Denver
a
Broncos and the Chicago Bears. See, because you guys got to remember, all three of my favorite teams, Chicago Bears, Denver Broncos, and the Pittsburgh Steelers, all in the playoffs. They're all in the playoffs right now. So
true.
if when the Steelers beat the Houston Texans, when they beat them, they're going to be playing the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos are going to beat the Steelers to go to the championship game. That's going to be the Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are going to beat the Chargers to play the Denver Broncos in the AFC Championship game. Then you're going to have Seattle in the next round. Seattle's going to play the Rams in that game. Then you got it's going to be a rematch from one of the games this season. What the hell, man? Who did I pick on the 49ers and Eagles? I picked the.
You
You
picked
picked the Eagles.
Okay, then it's going to be the Eagles and Bears, the rematch of the earlier game in the season. The Bears are going to beat them to go to the championship game. Then it's going to be
Warren might be back this weekend.
Seattle. It's going to be Seattle and the Bears in the championship game. The Bears beating Seattle to go to the Super Bowl. That's how it's going to go. That's my prediction.
Until Jacksonville gets taken off their pedestal, until Seattle loses, I've got Jacksonville, Seattle. I want to see that Super Bowl.
Okay, according to ESPN, the Buffalo Bills, relatively healthy group heading into the single elimination tournament, according to the head coach Mike Tomlin, but do have some players working through issues. Terrell Bernard, the linebacker, missed the final regular season game, previously missed time with a dislocated elbow. DaQuan Jones, defensive tackle, did not play in week 17 or 18 due to a calf injury. Jordan Poyer, the safety, missed the final two regular season games with a hamstring injury. Gabe Davis, wide receiver, missed 5 regular season games with various injuries, so he had multiple injuries. Joey Balls, defensive end, was inactive in week 18, resting a hamstring injury. That was for the Buffalo Bills. The Philadelphia Eagles have several players dealing with injuries, but expect some key return. Lane Johnson, offensive tackle, expected to return for the wild card game after suffering a Lestrax point. Well, what is that? LISRFRANC. I don't know what kind of injury that is. In week 11, Jalen Carter, defensive tackle, dealing with a hip injury. Jacoby Dean, the linebacker, listed with a hamstring injury. Dallas Goddard, tight end, dealing with a knee injury. That is for the Eagles. The Pittsburgh Steelers are in good shape overall. TJ Watt returned to the lineup in the final regular season game after a particularly collapsed lung and is expected to continue progressing in recovery for the playoffs. Broderick Johnson, left tackle, Miles Calibro, safety, Daniel Kalui, defensive lineman. These players were all placed on injury reserve during the season. I said the Buffalo Bills already, right? Yeah, Buffalo Bills. The Green Bay Packers. Zach Tom, Liam Back is expected to play for the Packers, but the status of safety Javon Bullard knee is less certain, although initial reports suggest he will be okay to play for the Green Bay Packers. The Pittsburgh Steelers injury status. Heck on my. Oh, we already said them. That's all. Everybody else is fully up to par. They have no other injury reports for the NFL.
All right.
All right, now, only because we're about a month out from NASCAR, and I know that we've talked about NASCAR already. Now I know that we haven't done any research on any of the drivers or anything, just based off of what we already know. I'm going to do this too. Who do we think is going to be the champion this year? Just
I can't
off of
tell,
what
dude.
we know.
I can't. You can't. Well, for me, I don't know, because you guys got to remember they have a regular season and then they have their playoffs. It's the same thing, dude. You can't know preseason. Let's call it preseason. You
Okay.
can't tell who's
Okay.
going to do good to get into the playoffs. You
Okay.
can't.
Okay. Scratch that. Who do you think is going to win the Daytona 500?
I've got Denny Hamlin.
You know what? Hamlin sounds like a good pick, but yo, you know who I really want to see win it? Is Suarez.
That's
He's
a
not
good
doing
pick.
research.
Ooh, they got a NASCAR bracket challenge.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know nothing about that. Yo, I watch NASCAR far and in between. Excuse me.
Better out than in.
Better
Yeah.
out than then, yeah.
Hey, it wasn't a fart, thank goodness.
Man, I got.
Leave Ted alone now. Leave Ted alone.
Let's see here. I actually think a dark horse is going to come out on the Daytona 500. I think the one that should retire will wind up winning. I got Jimmy Johnson.
Wow, that's a
Ooh,
surprise pick.
that's a nice pick.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. If I had to pick a dark horse pick, which it's not going to count because I made my official pick, but if I had to make a dark horse pick, I would pick Bubba Wallace.
Hell no. He's a piece of shit.
Oh, well,
I'm sorry, Bubba Wallace should not be driving NASCAR no more after that shit he pulled.
I got to go with Chase Elliott.
that's a good pick, D-Man.
I
That's
gotta
a
go
good
with Chase
pick.
Elliott. I gotta go with one of the younger kids.
I know. Oh, Wolf, I know we said we were going to do NASCAR. I do have a little bit of knowledge about IndyCar, just so you know.
We will probably cover that too, yeah. I don't think we'll do pick'ems for it, but we will cover it.
But if you want to ask me anything about IndyCar, I can. Question. So speaking of IndyCar, do I think Alex Palou will repeat this year? I think he might.
And there's the Tedorowski. You mentioned farting. Here he comes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've had all kinds of issues with this AT&T today. Boy, they're having a real bad day apparently because all the repairs we did, it crashed 3 times. That's why I've been doing tests, and now it looks like I'm stable. So they're lying to me. They're saying they're not having problems with the lines, but they're BSing, man. They're definitely having problems with the lines.
You said you're stable?
Yeah, it's stable now. But yeah, I kept having crashes. I kept crashing. Like I couldn't even go on YouTube or anything, or not even Facebook. Nothing.
Okay, so for this bracket, okay, guys, for this NASCAR bracket. You got match 1. You got Denny Hamlin and Ty Dillon. You got match 2. Kyle Busch versus Brad Keselowski.
Yeah, Brad
You got
Keselowski,
match
yeah.
3. Bowman versus Logano. Match 4, you got Bubba Wallace versus Suarez. You got match 6, John Nemechek versus Jay Berry. You got match 6, Chase Elliott versus AJ Dillon. You got Chastain versus E. Jones. You got C. Bell, match 6. You got match 8. You got C. Bell versus Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Match 8. You got Briscoe versus Gregson. You got Pierce versus Byron. You
Yeah,
got match
Byron Williams,
11
yeah.
versus Blaney versus Holzbar, number 26. You got Larson versus Reddick for match 12. You got match 13, McDowell versus Allmendinger. You got Ty Gibbs versus Haley. You got Smith versus Cendric. You got Busher versus Gillard. Those are your 16 matches in the first round for this bracket.
Oh,
Then it
now
goes.
is this? Hold on. Is this going into Daytona? Is this starting at Daytona?
No, it starts at Atlanta. It starts in Atlanta. Round 1 is in Atlanta. Round 2 is in Chicago. Round 3 is at Sonoma. Round 4 is in Dyer. Round 6, the championship round, is in Indy. Your championship
Okay,
round
I'm
is
gonna
in
say this.
Indy.
You said two. You said two things there. Two main ones there that I could already pick without even telling you. You're gonna go Suarez over Bubba Wallace, okay? And you're gonna go.
So what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to get on my phone, see if I can get the same exact bracket. If I can get it, I will send it to everybody in the group. I will send it to the group. You can download it off of the group, and then we'll go from there.
Is
So
that on
y'all can have it.
ESPN, D-Man?
This one is on. I'll have to go back.
God, if it didn't fart in this
No, it's
yawning,
on
we'll be.
NASCAR.
Yeah.
Just look up NASCAR Cup Bracket Challenge, and it's on NASCAR. It's on NASCAR.
Okay.
Probably on the
Hold
NASCAR.
on. Yeah, just go to NASCAR.com and go to bracket. Look up Bracket Challenge, and it'll come up.
All right.
I
Since
could.
we ended our picks within the hour, and there's still 4 people listening in. So Brett, let's go ahead and let Ted go down through the ringer here.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm not looking nothing up. I'm just gonna fire something off.
All right, Ted. So the first order of business we got is the college football
Playoffs.
semifinals this week. So on Thursday, it's the semifinal of the Fiesta Bowl. Number 10 Miami versus number 6 Ole Miss.
Wow, I'm actually going Miami by 6.
And then
Okay.
And then from the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, the other football semifinal, number 5 Oregon versus number 1 Indiana.
I'm going Oregon by 2.
Oh, he's going for the upset. Wow.
Yep.
He's on an island.
Yep.
He's on the island. I knew he'd be on the island for a couple of these games. Watch, he's going to be on an island for a couple of these games. Watch.
All right, Ted. So we're to the wild card playoffs. So first game on Saturday, it's in Charlotte, and it's Los Angeles Rams at the Carolina Panthers.
Going to Rams by 9.
All right. So the next one at Soldier Field in Chicago, Illinois, Green Bay at Chicago.
Chicago by 5.
All right, on Sunday.
I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that.
On Sunday. Okay, from Jacksonville, Florida. Buffalo at Jacksonville.
Ooh. Oh, whoa. That's a tough one. I'm going to jump on the Wolfie train because he loves Jacks. I'm going to go in Jacksonville by 1 point.
All right. Next up, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, San Francisco at Philadelphia.
Ooh, another barn burner. I'm going to go for the upset. San Fran by 1.
All right. The nightcap from Foxborough, Massachusetts, the Los Angeles Chargers at the New England Patriots.
Patriots by 4.
All right. And then the Monday night game from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm going to say it in your language. Houston.
Houston. You know I'm picking Houston. I'm going Houston by 5.
Okay, and your early Super Bowl pick. Who do you got in there?
Oh, man. For the AFC, I'm going to go with I'm going to pick New England. I don't believe I'm picking them. I'm going to go New England versus I'm either going to say Seattle or Chicago. I'm going to go Seattle for now, but I might switch to Chicago. If Chicago wins the next 2 games, obviously.
No, sir. I'm not letting you do that. You make your pick now. No changing. No changing. Either you going with
I guess
you're
Seattle versus New England, but I will say Chicago will make it to the semifinals, though.
Now, to be fair, Demon, I said early preliminary picks.
You did say that.
And I said for now until
I got
Jacksonville gets taken off the pedestal
Yeah.
and Seattle loses, I've got Jacksonville, Seattle. That's exactly what I said.
Wow. So, you're close.
All right. Now.
It's so funny you said that because instead of New England, I was almost going to say Jacksonville.
And now, Ted, I know that you're not necessarily a NASCAR expert by no means, but we did state who we picked to win the Daytona 500.
Yeah, I kind of like Joey Logano.
It's actually a good pick.
Hey, you know what? To be honest with you, I was sure I was gonna fucking pick Joey Logano. I swear to God, I was gonna pick Joey Logano.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I was gonna
pick this channel.
All right.
I mean, Logano is a piece of shit, but I actually don't think that's a bad pick.
Yeah, he can drive. He is an asshole, but he can drive.
Hi, Karina.
Yeah, Karina.
Hey, what's up, Karina?
Hey, bro. I've watched Logano fucking race for the past 2 years, man, and that dude's a dick, like straight up.
Yeah, he is.
But so is Bubba Wallace too. But
Bubba Wallace shouldn't be racing no more. Bubba Wallace should be out of NASCAR. He should be banned for that racer shit that he set up in his fucking garage.
And then not to mention, we're not even gonna get started about Kyle Busch. He's a prick too.
Oh yeah, I almost picked him. That was my second pick.
Kyle Busch, to be honest, from me knowing NASCAR over the years, you think Joey Logano is an asshole. I thought Kyle Busch was the biggest asshole.
Yeah, I had him as my number 2.
You want to know who the biggest asshole is and crybaby is? Is the number that used to drive that number 20 freaking Home Depot car.
Tony Stewart.
Oh yeah,
Tony fucking Stewart. Tony Stewart was the biggest fucking crybaby I have ever seen in NASCAR.
Yeah.
Biggest motherfucking crybaby I've ever seen.
What happened to the Viagra dude? What happened to that number 6, the Viagra dude, the Viagra car?
Mark Martin.
Yeah, what happened to him?
Retired.
Yeah, he retired. Right? Yeah, he's like in his 70s, 80s now.
Wow, he's that old?
Look at
this.
I bet you his spirits are still up, though. He's probably got his spirits are up.
There's Hunter.
Stop.
All right.
He's in good spirits.
Yeah. He's in real good spirits. Yes.
Lifetime of Viagra.
Hey, Ted, I need you to go
gonna-
get this cheap Viagra. You can get 20. You can get 20 Viagra for $7.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna need them just to pee when I get to be 80.
Hey, Ted.
Yeah.
The reason also you're going to need them is that way you don't have to keep it from rolling out of bed in the morning.
Yeah, I'm already starting to piss on my leg. Like I said, I need them just to pee.
Hey, we are on a sports channel now.
Oh, that's right.
Anyway, but yeah, I mean, so did you see? So also, guys, I don't know if you guys noticed, but with sports news, Dallas fired their defensive coordinator, and
Really?
at Washington Commanders, looks like Joe Witt, the defensive coordinator, got fired, and offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury mutually parted ways with the Commanders.
Really? Wow.
Oh, and hold on, and Pete Carroll got fired from. Pete Carroll
you're
got
right.
fired.
Yep, the Raiders coach. That's right.
Also, the Falcons reworked the Kirk Cousins deal. So,
and me and Wolfie know it's not those coaches that should have been fired. The GM should be fired. And once again, the poor coaches get the blame.
yeah.
The GMs are the ones that are making the picks that are giving the players to the coaches. It's not the coach's fault that you keep picking shit ass players.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
All right, and then also in early news today in the transfer portal, Byron Brown is now an Auburn Tiger.
Wow, yeah, I heard Auburn's been spending some money. They've been getting some good transfers. They're restarting that team
Scrolling through
almost.
here to see if there's any
Miami hasn't been getting nobody.
notables here.
Nobody's been coming to Miami. They're all been leaving Miami. I think they lost a bunch.
Did you see that Sorsby went to Texas Tech?
Yep.
Okay,
And
look.
what about
I got
Levitt?
a little thing here. After you're done, I got a little thing for the playoffs for the NFL. It says which NFL playoff teams is the biggest Super Bowl 60 threat, ranking all 14 on title chances from 14 to number 1, who is the favorite to win the Super Bowl. Let me know when you guys are ready for this, and I'll tell you.
Rattle it off, D-man.
Number 14, the Carolina Panthers have the least chance to win the Super Bowl. Congratulations on a certain meeting.
I agree with that, and I agree with Tampa Bay being the next one.
Okay. It says here, congratulations are certainly in order for a team that's reached postseason for the first time in 8 years by supplementing the temperature top the anything north now blah blah blah. Okay, guess who's number 13? The Los Angeles Chargers are the 13th, number 13.
Wow, I can't believe Tampa Bay's not 13.
Green Bay Packers are number 12. Green Bay Packers are number 12.
No surprise there.
I've still got
Pittsburgh.
Carolina as a dark horse, though.
Wow.
Pittsburgh Steelers is number 11.
Where the hell's
Number
Tampa
10
Bay?
going into the top 10. You got Buffalo Bills at number 10. At number 9, you got the San Francisco 49ers. At number 8, you got the New England Patriots at number 8.
I disagree with that ranking. They should be higher.
Yeah.
You got the Chicago Bears at number 7. Jacksonville Jaguars at number 6. At number 5, the Denver Broncos. At number 4, Houston Texans.
Houston.
At number 3, the Philadelphia Eagles. Your top 2 teams, your favorite to win the Super Bowl are number 2, the Los Angeles Rams. And who's the only other team?
Seattle.
Seattle Seahawks are the favorites to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but where's Tampa Bay? Didn't they make the playoffs?
No, they did not, because the
Oh,
Falcons beat the Saints and eliminated the Buccaneers.
oh, I thought the Bucks got in.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Because there was a whole bunch. Because they said there was a lot of tie breaks and other factors that favored Carolina over Tampa Bay.
And that article is from USA Today. Just to give a little reference to where I got that from USA Today.
Yeah, I think Carolina.
Nate Davis is the one that did the article from USA Today, and that is from today. That article was did today. It was posted today.
Yeah, Carolina's a better team than Tampa Bay, so I'm glad Carolina made it in.
And then also in transfer portal news, like I said, Minchie, the Notre Dame quarterback that originally transferred to Nebraska last week, has flipped to Kentucky Wildcats.
Wow.
And is going to be joining Colton Price, offensive lineman of Baylor, Max Anderson, offensive lineman at Tennessee, Aaron Gates, the Florida Gators safety, Oklahoma's Javonte Barnes, Arkansas's Tavion Wallace, and Georgia's Antonio O'Berry.
Kentucky is spending nil money. There's no way you're going to get all those players without giving some nil money.
Okay, quarterback. Okay, here's the transfer portal by position. By position, again, it's from USA Today, transfer portal, and this was from today at 2:14. So only 11 minutes ago. This was posted 11 minutes ago. College football transfer portal tracker. Today's commitments as of January 6th at 2:14. At 2:14 by USA Today. By position, quarterback. Bynum Brown, South Florida, to Auburn. He's going to Auburn. Ashton Daniels from Auburn going to Florida State. Miles O'Neal from Texas A&M to North Carolina. Austin Simmons from Ole Miss to Missouri. Running back. Those were your quarterbacks. Now your running back. Javonte Barnes, Oklahoma to Kentucky. Harry Dalton from USC to Maryland. Juwan Johnson from LSU to Syracuse. From Jalen Lucas from Florida State to Tulane. Jasper Parker from Michigan to Arkansas. Evans Pryor from Cincinnati to Florida. Travis Terrell, Jackson State to Purdue. You're right. That was all your running back. Your wide receivers in the portal now. Ahmad Branch from Purdue to South Florida. DJ Epps, Troy to West Virginia. Tank Hawkins from Florida to Washington State. Parker Livingston from Texas to Oklahoma. Ooh, that's scary. You're going from Texas to Oklahoma. He's going to be playing in the Red Rivalry against his old team. Carter Pabst, Pabst, from Washington State to Iowa State. Tight end. There's only 2 tight ends in the portal right now. As of today, there's only 2 tight ends. Josh Fuhr, James Madison to UCLA. Cole Rusk from Illinois to Arizona. Offensive line. Oh my God, there's a lot of offensive lines in this portal. If you guys just want to see this, man, go to USA Today. Go to USA Today.
Yeah, there's over 400.
300 now. There's over 300 people in the transfer portal, and I'm not going through. There's a lot of offensive line in the portal, a lot of defensive line, a lot of line. Well, not a lot of line. Defensive backs, kicker. There's 1 kicker, 1 punter, and that's it. According to USA Today.
Well, I mean that's just updated today. Overall, there's way more than that. I mean, as far as kickers goes, you got Max Gilbert of Tennessee that transferred to Arkansas. Yeah, the one that missed the big field goal in the Music City Bowl is leaving, got butt hurt, and leaving to go to Arkansas.
Yeah, leave it. I heard is going to LSU. So Miami thinks they're getting them, but they're not going to.
I don't know about that one. That one's still up in the air. I've heard another schools in the mix too.
Okay, was it Washington?
No,
Yeah, because Washington's also.
it's someone nobody would expect.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I did read some more stuff. Trying to remember who else because I saw something about leave it too. Was it Oklahoma? No, it wasn't Oklahoma State. It was shit. I don't remember who else I read.
South Carolina, the Gamecocks.
Yeah, I didn't read that. Well, if they're doing that, then that other guy might be leaving then. Even though they say he's not leaving, but why would they be shopping when they got a quarterback that's fully able? And Miami's hurting their chances of getting young players there because they keep bringing in all these hired guns. They keep bringing in senior quarterbacks. Nobody's going to want to go to Miami because you just got to be sitting there and you be lucky if you get to start 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
I got to say, if Miami does this shit more than this year, you mark my words, nobody's going to want to go to Miami to be a quarterback. None of the young guys.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is 3 years in a row. Cam Ward, now Carson Beck, and now they're trying to get another one. And you got Emory Williams, perfectly able, and you got Luke Nickel, and you got that Coleman guy. You got them 3 quarterbacks just sitting there waiting to play. And now they're not going to. I mean, it should be starting Emory Williams, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They're not letting me see this fucking transfer portal. What the fuck? Got me is blocked. What?
But yeah, Miami's not really getting many transfers incoming. They're mostly getting people leaving because some of these players, they don't want to be sitting on the bench. Even if they're second string, they don't want to wait. They're transferring out. Miami's losing some good players.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen at least 6, I think, transferred out that are really good players. 5 or 6 of them that are, 4 or 5 star.
Mm-hmm.
And they can be losing defense ones, and they are. They lost like 2 or 3 on defense.
Hey, Jenna.
Brendan Sorsby.
Hey,
Sorsby
Ben.
is going from Cincinnati to Texas Tech.
Yep, and Miami wanted him bad. I heard down here they wanted him real bad, but nope, he didn't come here.
And
Cam Coleman doesn't say where he's transferring to.
Coleman hasn't made up his mind yet, but he's looking at Tennessee. He's also looking at LSU.
Sam Levitt didn't make up his mind either.
Yeah, Levitt's still contemplating over 3 different schools.
Yeah,
Offensive
LSU.
tackle, but Pete from North Carolina State didn't make a decision yet.
Yep, LSU is by far going to cash in with the most amount of transfer portals.
Josh Hoover transferred from Texas Christian to Indiana.
Drew Mestemaker, quarterback from North Texas, he transferred to Oklahoma State.
I know, that was a surprise. That's a surprise right there.
It looks like right now there hasn't been a final decision yet, but Dylan Raiola is looking at Miami.
Yeah, because I've not seen anybody going to Miami. I don't see anybody going there.
And DJ Lagway looks like he's going to Florida State.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that too.
Omarion Miller from Colorado, wide receiver, transferred from Colorado to Arizona State with 1 year remaining. Nick Marsh went from wide receiver from Michigan State, transferred to Indiana with 2 years remaining. You got edge rusher Trey White, edge rusher from San Diego State, transferred to Texas Tech. Wait, how
Yeah,
many years did he have left?
what gets
He has
me is
1 year
why.
left.
Yeah, why won't one of these big time quarterbacks go to Miami? I mean, look what's happened. Like how they've got Cam Ward as number one, and then you got Jason Cantwell, and you're rebuilding that offensive line to have another great line. It just surprises me that Miami hasn't secured a quarterback yet.
Josh Hoover from TCU, Horned Frog, quarterback, transferred out of TCU to Indiana because that quarterback from Indiana is going into the NFL
That's right.
draft. Watch.
That's right. Yep,
Go to the
Mendoza's going to
NFL
be
draft.
going. Yep, Mendoza.
That's why the dude from TCU transferred to Indiana because they know Indiana's going to win the damn championship this year, and wants to be on a winning team.
But you see, I don't get that because I mean they have Mendoza's brother as the backup.
I know.
I don't see why they would need a quarterback.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it either. Some of these teams are making some real surprise moves.
Here's a little background on Josh Hoover. It said Hoover took over for his injured Chandler Morris during his redshirt freshman season in 2023 and never looked back, starting 31 consecutive games for the Horned Frog and developing into one of the Big 12's most productive passers. The two-time team captain broke TCU's single-season passing record with 3,949 yards in 2024 and 9,629 career passing yards in 71 passing touchdowns, and are most among all FBS quarterbacks returning for 2026.
Yeah. Yeah, who did Ole Miss lose to this year? They lost one time, but I can't remember who they lost to.
Georgia in the regular season by 8.
Yeah, who was it? Oklahoma?
Georgia.
Oh, it was Georgia. Okay.
Rocco Beat, quarterback, Iowa State, transferred to Penn State.
Yep, I said that yesterday, D-Man.
Yep.
Rocco back.
Yeah, almost 5 or 6 of Iowa State players have gone to Penn State. As a matter of fact.
Yeah, because they're all going to start. I mean, that's enticing because you're going to be in a premier program and you're going to be starting.
Yeah, and plus their head coach
from,
is their head coach is the head coach of Penn State now.
Defensive tackle from Arkansas, Ian Gifford, transfers from Arkansas to Texas. 2 years remaining.
Yeah, nobody wants to ride the bench. So you can't blame these players. It don't look like it makes sense, but it does make sense.
Let me check out the rankings right now. Let's see.
Caleb Hawkins.
I know I wouldn't be riding no bench.
Transferred out of North Texas to Oklahoma State. Wasn't that the one you were talking about earlier?
Which one?
Hawkins, Caleb Hawkins. He transferred out of North Texas to Oklahoma State.
Yeah, that and Mestamaker, the quarterback, 5-star quarterback, Mestamaker transfers from North Texas to Oklahoma State.
Yeah, it's surprising.
I
don't know why he wouldn't try to come to Miami. Yep.
North Texas is literally doing a complete and total revamp, basically, because 33 players on North Texas has entered the transfer portal after their coach leaves. And so I don't even think North Texas will get 2 wins next year.
DJ Lagway hasn't even made a decision yet.
I know, but he was at Florida State yesterday.
Yeah. So it's a big ass shakeup.
He's got 2 years left too.
It's a huge shakeup.
Hi, Sarah.
Lance Hurd, offensive tackle, hasn't made a decision yet for Tennessee.
I know.
Yeah, I know a lot of these players are definitely leaving for nil or to be starting.
Let's see here. Let's go to recruiting rankings here. Oh, transfer portal rankings, rather. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be a first round pick. You need to play for at least 2 years on college.
So far, the transfer portal rankings, you got Ole Miss number 1, Oregon, Alabama number 3, Texas A&M, Texas, Florida number 6, Florida State number 7, Ohio State, Colorado is number 9 right now. Miami, Washington, Michigan State, Georgia, Missouri, Illinois, Louisville, South Carolina's number 16, California, North Carolina State, USC, Oklahoma, and Kentucky comes in at 21, UCF, Wisconsin at 23, Syracuse at 24, and TCU tops off the transfer portal top 25 currently.
I'm
Man,
not
that Wisconsin needs a lot of work for.
I'm not surprised Wisconsin's in that list.
Yeah, they need a lot of work. They need a lot of good players.
And then, of course, Tennessee is not up there right now because they're just now starting.
Yep.
I mean, of course, that whole rankings will change as more commitments come in. That's where it's at right now.
College football players in Texas, the game has moved off the playing field and to a
Yeah, I expect LSU to be number 1 when this whole thing settles. I think it's going to be LSU and Ole Miss probably be the top 2. But I expect LSU to be 1 or 2 on the transfer portal.
Anyway.
Hi, Sarah.
And I don't think Lane Kiffin's nothing really. I mean, I don't know why people keep gravitating to him. Don't make no sense to me.
That now, as far as assholes of college football, he's up there. Lane Kiffin is.
Yeah.
I mean, he don't care about nobody. He just cares about the money.
I know, and that's why I don't get. I don't know why the college kids don't see this.
Because literally, he'll spend maybe 2 or 3 years at LSU, and then he'll up and at it somewhere else for more money.
Yeah. I don't like him at all.
Hi, Jenna.
Hey,
Ohio State has the number 1 with Neil money. Ohio State is
I-
35 million.
For
I'm
now.
listening,
For now.
beef
Yeah,
is
they are right
probably
now.
for food, because we hardly have any. I don't have nothing.
Ask him then.
Excuse
Better
me.
You ask him then.
Jeez, thank you.
I can tell you another one who's going to be quietly good in the transfer portal, and that's going to be Colorado. Deion Sanders is probably going to spend some of his own money to get some recruits in there. He ain't going to sit at Colorado for long, being on the bottom of the totem pole.
With an ego like Deion Sanders, you're definitely right about that, Wolf.
I'm quite surprised he hasn't transitioned over to be a pro coach.
He'll
I'm
never
on
do
it.
it. He said he'll
I'm
never
on-
do it.
I'm honestly surprised he didn't take the UCLA job myself.
He is a Colorado boy. He said he will never go to no other team. He will stick with you know how many offers that man got a couple years ago to go to other school and in the NFL? And he told them, no, I'm staying at Colorado. I'm coaching the kids at Colorado. Deion Sanders said he would never leave Colorado, dude. It doesn't care about how much money they offer him. He said out of his own mouth, I will never leave Colorado. And he's been there ever since.
I know. He said that that's where he originally wanted to go to school, but he never got an offer from Colorado.
And that's the reason why when he had the opportunity to coach him, he took the job and ran with it. And he said he would never leave.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew he liked that about Colorado.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
he likes weed, I guess.
Should we wrap this up, Wolf?
Yeah, we might as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're just coming up with stuff to talk to get a little extra time, but yeah, we're good to wrap.
All right. You have been listening to the Football Pick'em Show, brought to you by Dubby. Save 10% on your order at checkout when you use the code SportsWithWolfie. Make sure to like and subscribe and share this out on social media or wherever you share your YouTube links. For D-Man, Ted, Angel, and Wolf, this is Brett Alt saying goodbye and good night.
Woof, 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 woof,
All right, and the wolf is out of here.
woof, woof, woof.